Morning of day 14. 2 weeks on the trail. You might be able to see behind me, it's not really coming out of video. I've got the sun rising behind me. I've been up, as you can probably tell from the headlamp, for a little bit, hiking before dawn. Not as much hiking as I wanted to get in because when I woke up, the temperature was so beautiful for lounging. And after last night, it just felt so good to lounge in comfortable temperatures. I didn't end up hiking that much last night, maybe 20 minutes past last light, and everybody was hiking last night. It was funny, I was on a ridge and I just saw random headlamps bobbing in the distance, so a lot of people were hiking at night, and I probably should have just taken the afternoon off and then picked up those hours at night. So that's what I'm going to do today if it gets that hot again. Because when I got to my tent and I set up my tent, I didn't even have dinner. I just passed out. The heat is exhausting. So it's still kind of cool right now. It was wonderful temperature when it's dark. You know, I already feel the heat a little bit now that the lights come out. But heading north, and I would say probably in about 5 miles, there is a water cache, and it's jugs of water. I don't have to climb in a sketchy tank, so that is where I'm headed now. You can see a little bit better on the front-facing camera. So we got the really cool clouds, and then the moon, if it's not full, is almost full. So it actually makes night hiking very pleasant because everything's all lit up, and you know, when you have saguaros, you have the moonlight reflecting off the saguaros, and it's really beautiful. So here's a saguaro up here, but headed uphill to this trailhead up here. Look at the sunrise now. Nothing like a desert sunrise. It's beautiful. And the moon is still out, it hasn't set yet. So as the sun came up, I made a discovery. I don't have my sunglasses. Thinking back, last time I had them was probably when I switched from my hat to my headlamp last night, and that's a good 4 miles back. And I don't have the water to do an extra 8 miles, so there's nothing I can do about it, and I've got to go forward. The really awful thing is it's a couple days until town, so it's going to be a very uncomfortable couple days until town. There's a jackrabbit behind this bush. Oh, there he goes. I saw him all yesterday, but I didn't get him on film. Look at those ears. Wow. Wow, you're cool. Sorry, friend, you're on the trail and I'm going to have to scare you away. Aww. This is a beautiful, beautiful sight. Jim and Marnie from the Chalet Village Motel came out here and redid this cache that was empty because they had to pick up an injured hiker. But again, thank you so much. Water here is so hard. Heading out from the Freeman Road trailhead, and I took a way longer break than I imagined I would, partly because there was a lot of water there, and I was able to, you know, drink a full liter of electrolytes and then fill up with about 3 liters of water. And there were several other hikers there, so it ended up being kind of a social session, but got a nice rest, fully hydrated, and ready to go. I'm feeling so much better. We'll see how I feel when the afternoon heat comes. A little further down the trail, and this looks like what I will be walking for quite some time. There's no shade, but at least it looks like it's pretty easy and relatively flat. Depending on what the heat does today, I might be able to get some good miles in. The yuccas are blooming. They got a whole bunch of these yucca blooms. Sorry for the wind. The wind feels great for me. All along this section. It seems like every day So the sections are kind of themed as far as plants. This is the land of the yucca. And they were kind of all the way this way too. I mean, there's other cacti and desert plants here, but this is dominated by yucca. Getting closer to the next set of mountains, you can see them in the background. It's been a fairly easy day. It's just been mostly flat, but it is starting to get hot. So right now I'm a couple miles from the next water source, and what I might do is I might drag my butt to that water source and then just spend the rest of the heat of the day there, and however many hours I spend there, I'll just add on at night. So that's the plan right now, heading to my next water source and getting closer to these mountains. This is another one of the lovely non-Trail Angel water sources. This is a wildlife tank by Arizona Fish and Game. There's actually a game camera right here that I am now on. But it's gross green water with bugs on top, but it does filter clean. So I'm gonna get some water from here, and then I'm gonna find some shade, because I don't know if you can see around me, but there's no shade here. So I'm gonna find some shade and wait till the temperature cools down a little bit. And this is what I'm pressing on through, so you can see the yuccas that they're in a little bit of shade because of the angle of the light, but it's mainly yuccas and saguaros and prickly pears and wildflowers. So this is what I'm hiking at the end of the day. You hear that? Oh, it stopped. Oh, it's going. Just when I thought I wouldn't see a rattler. He's far enough in the bush now that I can't see him. But I was just thinking, I'm like, hey, this is a section everyone thought they saw rattlesnakes in. So I saw one. I don't think that got on video, but I saw him, and then he went in the bushes. So they're here. We at least got one rattlesnake checked off the list, and we'll see how many more we see at these lower elevations. I would also like to add that I do appreciate the fact that rattlesnakes have an alarm system, because I don't want to step on them either. So actually, I'm usually pretty good at spotting them, but that one I heard before I spotted. So I appreciate the alarm system, and it tells me to stay away. Okay, this was my destination for today. This was my goal. Might be hard to see because the water's kind of gross, but there is a pipe and there is clear water coming out of that pipe. This is a spring-fed trough. So I've got water. There's bees around here, but a couple, like just right here was an awesome campsite. So I'm gonna go set up. I've got plenty of water for tonight, and I have my water source for tomorrow morning. And here it is, nice little site near water. I have the sun setting over here, and we're underneath the saguaros. And again, it's a almost full moon tonight, so the moonlight on these guys is going to be pretty awesome. You can see the setting sun on the surrounding hills here. So that's the end of day 14. It was a big day, and tomorrow I hit the Gila River.